It's a seemingly small thing. Could be nothing, but then it could also be everything. Is this a clue to the future of the Magic Key program? We'll talk about this next on Fresh Baked. Hi guys, David here with Fresh Baked, and I want to talk to you about something that came across my desk late last night that's got me thinking. It's got me thinking just a little bit. A friend sent me this screen grab of an image posted to Gothic Rosie's Instagram account, and I took one look at it and said to him, "What am I looking at?" He said that for a brief moment, this is how the Magic Key discount looked on the Disneyland app. Somebody was able to capture this image from the Disneyland app. I mean, it does look normal, right? 15% for Dream Key, 10% for the rest. Oh wait, but not Magic Key. Legacy Pass holder. And now your heads might be thinking just a little bit. Legacy Pass holder. I remember that term. It's how we got our AP discounts when there were no annual passes at all. This same friend that showed me this image is also very familiar with how code works in an app. Very familiar. When writing new code or making changes to an app, sometimes those changes appear in the live software. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes not intentionally. So actually with that, let's rewind a bit. During the shutdown, the annual pass holder program was completely canceled. They gave refunds and everything, but Disney still wanted those APs to shop. So they came up with this legacy pass holder system whose sole function was to allow annual pass holders the chance to save a little money, to get a discount on shopping, to encourage them to shop. And after all, shopping was all we had during the shutdown. We had Downtown Disney and World of Disney, and that was it. So the legacy pass holder system was installed, and basically anybody who had an annual pass, an active annual pass at the time that they were discontinued, they became legacy pass holders. And with this accidental update to the app, I'm assuming it's accidental, have they tipped their hand about what their plans are for the Magic Key program? Are they bringing back the legacy pass holder program? Are they bringing it back, because there's no other reason to do this, are they bringing it back because they intend to kill the Magic Key program? Let's rewind once more. Last week, Disney stopped selling Magic Keys completely. Right now, nobody can buy one. So right off the bat, these two things reconcile. At the same time that they stopped selling annual passes, they also started selling the California 3-day discount ticket. 3 tickets for as little as $86 a day. It's a pretty good value. And in our video on that topic about the Magic Keys being removed from sale, I floated the idea that they were doing this in order to encourage those Magic Key holders, prospective Magic Key holders, encouraging them to motivate them to buy more single-day or multi-day tickets. Repeating a process actually that they did last year in July, leading up to them selling Magic Keys. And it has since been suggested to me that that is exactly what Disney is trying to do. They're not selling enough single and multi-day tickets. It's not going as well as they had hoped, and they're trying to encourage locals, AP holders, to purchase single-day and multi-day tickets in lieu of having an annual pass. And they could do this right now. It's an effective strategy right now because it will have no impact whatsoever on Magic Key sales. You either have one already and are making your payments, or if you were in the market for what they had available, be that Enchant or Imagine, you wouldn't get one anyway, because right now, or very soon, you wouldn't be able to use that pass anyway for the next couple months. Enchant and Imagine are going to be blocked out for the majority of the summer. So yes, they do want those pass holders or prospective pass holders to buy more single and multi-day tickets. Now, part of that conversation that we had in that other video was that Disney is running out of time with regard to the Magic Key program. There is a lawsuit in progress, a class action lawsuit against Disney that alleges that Disney is or has or did mislead their guests with respect to the Magic Key program, specifically the Dream Key. The Dream Key was being sold as a no blockout date pass. You could go any day you want, except obviously we know you couldn't because of the reservation system. Disney presumably covered themselves legally by saying at the time of purchase, there's a whole disclaimer, reservations are subject to availability. Fair enough, but based on what? What is capacity? What are the terms? What is availability? What does that mean? It's definitely not fire marshal capacity because we know still to this day they have not yet reached fire marshal capacity. Nor is it Disney's artificial limits. They have their own capacity limits that they've been putting on the park. This is evidenced by the fact that reservations were not available for Dream Key or Believe Key. There was no reservations available for certain dates, but they were available if you wanted to buy a single day ticket. If that's the case, if you can't make a reservation for Magic Key, but you can get a reservation for a single day ticket, then the park's not full. The park is not at full capacity. But at the risk of going down that rabbit hole, just know that that lawsuit is still ongoing and we're nowhere near a resolution. Meanwhile, Magic Key renewals are coming up very soon in August. I've been saying for a while that I don't think that we're going to be able to buy a Magic Key or renew that Magic Key until they resolve that lawsuit. So again, this possibility of Disney killing the Magic Key program reconciles with the available information with those two things considered. They've stopped selling Magic Keys and the fact that they're not ready with a new program in time or before the Magic Key lawsuit is resolved. Today, it makes sense that Disney is going to shelve the program, perhaps get rid of it completely, but not forever. I still do maintain, in spite of this video, that Disney wants to be in the annual pass business. It's lucrative, but it may not be until 2023 before we see them again. Actually, let's rewind again. Let's go back to the spring of 2021. Disney was starting to ramp things up at Disneyland. People were going to the parks again, and at the time, people were wondering what's going to happen with the annual pass program. And the understanding then, the conventional thought then, and this is not just rumor, this was even Disney executives were saying this out loud, that it's probably going to look like the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2022. We wouldn't be seeing anything until then. And that makes sense because of the COVID restrictions, et cetera, et cetera. But for some reason, they just decided, no, we're going to do it August. They brought those passes back in August of 2021, a full 4 months earlier than anybody thought they would be there. I was surprised. Many people were surprised. But they rushed them back nonetheless. Why? Well, most likely because they were desperate to show a win on the books for that quarter, a quarterly win, a revenue gain. And it worked. Disney sold a lot of passes, made a lot of people happy, and they were able to show a victory in the quarterly earnings call. And they were high-fiving themselves all over the place about what a great quarter they had. But the reality is that the program was rushed. It wasn't thought through. They didn't anticipate all of the variables, all the vagrancies involved in trying to combine an annual pass program with a reservation system. They thought they could just slap the old blockout calendar onto the new program and everything would be fine. It was not. So I guess that could be considered to be a silver lining to this story, to whatever this is. If it does wind up happening, if Disney does kill the Magic Key program, it could be so that they have time to create something that is more thoughtful, a better program, a program that is more considerate of all of the stakeholders involved in this, that makes it more or less stressful and anxiety-inducing, a program that could actually possibly work combining reservations with an annual pass program. This is me being optimistic, though. I'm being optimistic about this. I'm trying to be, at least. It's still very possible that Disney could decide that they just want to get rid of the annual pass program. I don't think that's likely, but that's still a possibility. They have shown, obviously, a track record recently of trying to sell more single-day tickets to locals, more multi-day tickets to locals, trying to turn Southern California guests into Walt Disney World-type tourist guests. But that has not gone very well for them so far. Locals have resisted that idea of buying single-day tickets, those who want to be annual pass holders, just like they have resisted the idea of buying Genie Plus, for the most part. Or there's that third option, just a mistake, just an innocent mistake, a little error in the code, no big deal. Come August, everybody's going to be able to renew their annual passes. Could be nothing, or it could be everything. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. And if you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And Fresh Baked